After 10 plus years of making videos about story for Call of Duty, I like to consider myself a little bit of an expert. Lo and behold, this year we got an announcement that it is official that Paramount is going to be working with Activision to produce, write, and put together a Call of Duty movie. Well, yesterday we got more information about that, and I think it paints in a pretty good light where this movie is actually going to go moving forward. There were two people that were announced that are working on the movie, and one of them makes a lot more sense than you probably realize. So I just wanted to take a step back outside of the video game world for a second, talk about some Call of Duty story and specifically the movie. Now, let's dive into the two announcements, because number one was that Taylor Sheridan, the person behind Yellowstone, Tulsa King, Mayor of Kingstown, a bunch of these TV shows that are immensely popular right now on Paramount, is going to be co-writing the Call of Duty movie. Now, if you're a fan of Yellowstone or things like that, first of all, I just have to say, Taylor Sheridan doesn't miss. He is an excellent writer, and the amount of content that he writes at one time is mind-boggling to me. But you may see like Yellowstone, for example, and think that really doesn't fit with Call of Duty and what it is. But what if I told you that I think this was in the works for a lot longer than you realize? The reason why I say that is one of the movies that Taylor Sheridan wrote was Sicario. Now, if you don't know why that's a big deal, check out this.
Sergeant McTavish, welcome to the City of Souls.
Welcome to what?
There are few here to uphold the law, and many of those who resist corruption disappear.
Move it there! No. Compas. Quiere morir.
Y'all got a clear picture?
All set.
You're the commander of a foreign terror organization.
I can say the same to you.
Digitally pre-order Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and play the campaign up to a week early.
First things first, do you remember the days when we got early access to campaign a week early so you could play through the campaign, get ready for the multiplayer and everything? Those were the days, man. Those were the days. So yes, Modern Warfare 2, which was one of the biggest Call of Duty games of all time, even though we know we didn't love it, the campaign was pretty decent, and one of the missions was very, very heavily inspired by Sicario. And in fact, this is absolutely not the first time specifically the Modern Warfare franchise would take from another war movie or something along those lines. You see, in Modern Warfare 2019, taking place a couple of years earlier, we had a very similar thing, but not with Sicario, this time with a movie called 13 Hours.
يلا المكان مو من هون.
Get high. You guys are watching a soccer game.
Get in there, Gary.
Yes, sir. Secure room in the residence. Follow me.
There's left to do. Stand guard. Watch him. Alex, Kadir, go north. Cover that roof. Kyle, Farah, you're with me.
Roger, Captain.
Rog.
I'm gonna take Building C. Jack, Tig, I want you on Building D. Building A, Tonto, Boom. Building B. Yes, guys, that's your turn.
Jet 12, Cafe. Multiple military-age males.
Unarmed. Stay with them.
2 more.
Are those cars coming from the neighbor's house? Hey! Where the fuck are they going?
Are they armed?
No visual. They moved on.
That's strange. That cups.
Now, this section of comparison could go on for probably another 10-15 minutes between the movie and the video game. But anyway, moving back to what we know about the Call of Duty movie. Now, I said it before, when Paramount bought the rights to Call of Duty to create this movie, we were wondering whether, since it's on Paramount, whether it was going to be a TV show or a movie. And now that Taylor Sheridan's working on it, it lends more questions, and maybe they will be getting a TV show at some point. But all rumors report that this is indeed going to be a movie. So we know Sicario, we know Taylor Sheridan, and I would best bet that this is going to be a Modern Warfare franchise style Call of Duty movie. So we've narrowed that down, but we also found out who is producing and directing the movie, and that is someone by the name of Peter Berg. Now, this one has me a little bit more worried, especially when we know the Call of Duty passed on Steven Spielberg, creator of Saving Private Ryan, being the director of this movie. It worries me a little bit. Now, Peter Berg has had some bangers and some horrible movies. However, the one thing that is true is in like his last 5 movies, they all have one thing in common. And if you saw the thumbnail to this video, you probably know what that one thing is. And that's the fact that they all have Marky Mark, aka Mark Wahlberg, in it. So this includes Spencer Confidential, Mile 22, Patriots Day, Deepwater Horizon, and then the one that I think is going to have the most impact on the Call of Duty movie, and that is Lone Survivor. Now, I will say this, that movie is pretty damn good. Marky Mark plays a soldier in it, and that is the one that would kind of tie everything together. But here's the problem. I tweeted out yesterday, if you don't follow me on Twitter, do so. I try to talk a lot about Call of Duty, what's going on in the community, what's going on with video games. But I tweeted out saying, if Marky Mark was in a Call of Duty movie, which character would he actually play? And there's like a lot of characters that wouldn't make any sense. First of all, Captain Price, even though he kind of like dresses like him in Lone Survivor, you need someone who's British. And I really strongly suggest if they do bring Captain Price in, Barry Sloan absolutely should play him. He's who plays him in the current games, and he's very, very good at it.
Price, what do you got there?
I've got a coconut water. I wanted a coconut water, Simon.
Ghost, again, wouldn't make any sense. So a lot of what I saw on that tweet was people saying that he would need to be like Sandman or even Frost from the original Modern Warfare series, which would be focused on Delta Force. So we have the writer of Sicario, we have the director of Lone Survivor. You can see what we're kind of getting here. Now, a couple more things before I dive into what I think and the direction I think they'll go with this movie. As far as Peter Berg working with Taylor Sheridan, one movie that they worked on together, Peter Berg was one of the producers, was Hell or High Water. Now, first things first, this movie is unreal. I believe it has an Oscar nomination. It is a very, very good movie. But the only reason why I actually pointed out, it's not like a war movie or anything like that, but the theme, the way that things look, it's very clearly like a Western movie. That theme that is there in Yellowstone, and a theme that's kind of there in Sicario as well, the desert, Wild West sort of vibe. So that's one. The other one is a movie called Wind River. Now this one is a very different one. It's an FBI investigation on an Indian reservation, but it stars Jeremy Renner. Now the reason why I bring that up is because Taylor Sheridan has also worked before with Jeremy Renner in Mayor of Kingstown. So another actor that Peter Berg and Taylor Sheridan are familiar working with, so another actor to guess look out for. So here's where my opinions come in, and this is where I think they're going to go with this. Based off of the rumors that we have about the next Modern Warfare game, apparently it's taking place in Korea. I don't think they're going to do a movie based off of that whatsoever, especially with Taylor Sheridan doing it. He focuses more on like the Wild West. Sicario is with Mexico. I think they're going to dive into that because some of the answers that we never got after Modern Warfare 2 were with the Los Alamos drug cartel. And I think that storyline lines up perfectly with what Taylor Sheridan could do and what he could write. Now, will they bring in Task Force 141? Will it be a Delta Force focused operation? Will they be working with Border Patrol? That at this point, we don't know, but I'm willing to bet that is kind of the angle that they are taking going into this game. Will they be chasing the missiles, or will they be tracking down a drug cartel? We'll have to wait to find out. But that's everything we know as of now. If you like the kind of dive into the Call of Duty movie side of things, show me by hitting that like button, subscribing. Like I said, I know a lot about the Call of Duty story. I would love to like consult on this movie just because I know so much about the different. I could throw so many Easter eggs into this movie, they wouldn't know what hit them. You wouldn't know what hit you. No one would be able to find them all. Anyway, that's a story for a different day. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and until next time, peace.